Sometimes they are both destructive. Relax. Look, y'all. If they come into heat, they smell really bad. Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia, and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out in my backyard. Today we're inside. I have been working with my rabbit manure quite a bit because we are getting ready for the next season. A lot of people have been asking me about how I take care of my rabbits indoors. So I figured that today is a perfect day to go ahead and show it. It's probably gonna be a short video. I don't see this being a like super long video. But what I'm about to do is collect the manure. This is probably 2 days worth of manure. I try to make sure I clean it every day to every 2 days because you will start to get a smell if you do not. They are, for the most part, litter box trained. They for sure urinate in the litter boxes. Sometimes though, they will do number 2 anywhere. But the good thing about that is it's easy to collect and to pick up. My rabbits do free roam, so they're in these cages. They're separate because I have a male and I have a female. The male is very loving. The female is not interested. Ma'am, puppy down here just wagging her tail in my face. So anyway, the male is very loving. The female, she's not like interested in it. So we separated them, but initially they were together because I kind of wanted them to know each other, wanted them to be familiar with each other, because I do want to breed them. I do want to get baby rabbits at least once. I think it would be like a cool little thing to have happen. Not to mention, rabbits are meat, like they're meat. They can be eaten. I have eaten rabbit before. I prefer quail. Rabbit wasn't bad, but I do prefer quail. Let's do this while I'm talking. But I do prefer quail. With that being the case, I hatch my quail for eating, and I have not done any kind of meat rabbits as of today. Anyway, I do want to know how to breed them if I need to. So with that being the case, I do plan to breed them at least one time. That's why they're separate, because we do need to in order to breed them, but they were not doing well together. The female was very aggravated with the male. And the male is this one here. His name is Oreo. They are Flemish Giant mixes. I don't know what the smaller breed is that they're mixed with, because Flemish Giants get really big, like small dog big. I definitely did not want a small dog size rabbit. So they are mixed. They are still nice size rabbits. These cages, I'm gonna try to link everything if I can find it. We went through several different setups. The cages is basically the only thing that stayed the same, and the rugs, I think. But we went through a few, ow, you're scratching me. We went through a few setups, and I'm gonna show you what we have. The cages are from Petco, I think, but of course you could get them from PetSmart if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure they have them. You can probably get them off of Amazon. I will link what I can find. The waterers, the feeders, the litter boxes, the bowls all came from Amazon. We have little balls that we put their treats in. They have broken them, tore them up, so now we just leave it for them to throw. They have these little cups. I'm gonna show you everything that they play with. Got those from, I wanna say, PetSmart. The little beds that did not last, I would not recommend them. We got from PetSmart also. We got the rugs, we got the blankets, all from Five Below. Let me take you through, show you their setup. The nesting boxes, they both have nesting boxes because we found that he likes it. He likes to get into them. He likes to sit on top of it, so I bought him a nesting box too. It's only really necessary for the female if she's gonna have babies, but he got a nesting box too because he liked it. So yeah, let me show you their setup, and then I'm gonna show you how I collect the manure. You're gonna be like, girl, you doing that every time? I am. But if you get it day one every day, it's so easy. What I'm gonna do today is definitely get ready to look tedious, but that's because I think this is 2 days worth of manure. And I'm trying to work on a way so we can have less waste with the hay. Let me show you the setup. It's early in the morning at this point. It's like 9 something right now. I'm about to care for them. I just came from outside harvesting and taking care of the quail, letting Brooklyn out, making sure she was good. So now we back in, getting ready to take care of them. So, all right, let's do this. I also show you what I'm feeding mine. Everybody has something different. We did a lot of watching TikToks. My daughter is a TikToker. We watch YouTube, we watch Instagram. Everybody does something different. My rabbits are fine. If you do something different or you saw something different, you know, cool, but what I'm doing for them, they're fine. Nothing is wrong with them. So let's get in here. I'm gonna show you the setup, and then we're gonna do the manure. I'm gonna show you my food and bedding and different stuff like that too, in case you're interested. But they're set up in my living room. So I don't have a lot of company, and we don't use the living room that much. So if we do use the living room, we got one love seat in here, and then I have a chair for my desk because my office is also in here. So the living room has been turned into a room of just stuff. All right, let's go look. This cage unlocks here, but it has a little lip here. Mind you, they could jump over it if they wanted to. They don't. I think that they don't mind their area. So they do free roam. I will let them out and see. Puppy gets along fine with them. They get along fine with Puppy. But yeah, they do free roam whenever we are in the living room. They also go in the back, but we keep them in one room when they go in the back. There's a tarp and there's a rug. These are the litter boxes. We found that these have been the best for us so far. Like, they cannot move them easily, although she can move anything. She is a menace, baby. They don't move them easily. Like, she's eaten all of this off of hers, torn it off. He has not. He's not destructive, but she is. You can see she got 2 balls in there because she's torn up 2 balls. He only tore up 1. Anyway, this is the litter box. It has this little crate or whatever you want to call it over top of it. So the poop and the pee falls through and they're not sitting in their poop or pee. I really like these. I cannot remember how much they were, but like I said, I will link them. This is the feeder box, and we put the hay in here, and see, like I said, he knocks a lot of his hay out. So we do have a little bit of waste, but you know, it is what it is. We put the hay in the top, and then he can basically pull it out of here. I think if these bars were closer, we would also have less waste, but you know, I don't know. These are the waterers. We really like them. They basically feed water through here as they drink it. So that keeps us from having to like give them water all day long. We have to do it once a day basically, and then they drink out of here. And then this bowl we have, he flipped his over. But we will give them their pellets and stuff in this bowl, and their alfalfa, because I don't feed them a lot of alfalfa anymore as they have gotten older. These are the little cups I was telling you about. They will pull them out and just kind of throw them with their teeth. They really like them. She likes them, that one right there. She likes them more than he does. But then there's little sticks in here for them to chew on. This is the ball. And so basically you put this here. There's a hole at the bottom, and the pellets come out of it. But they tore it up to the point that you can't really see. Look at him. Sometimes they are both destructive. Anyway, the pellets is where it would come out, and then they could just kind of play with it. It was more of a toy so they could get the pellets. At this point, we put them in these bowls. And these bowls are very heavy. Like, they're not plastic. I don't know if it says on the back what kind of bowl it is. Anyway, the bowl is heavy, and they still can, like, flip it. But we get these little things. They come attached with strings. They always tear that up, but we get them from Tractor Supply. These little wood blocks also was a part of a toy. And they basically just tear the things up, but they chew on them, essentially. That's what it's for them to chew on them. But you can see they are litter box trained. You want to have the food and the drink right in the area so that they have to kind of get into the litter box. As they eat it, as they drink, that's when they poop. But they also poop in other places. But I'm just happy that they no longer pee everywhere. They only pee in their litter box. And I'm excited about that. And so then we have a nesting box. He will get in sometimes if he wants to. If he doesn't, he sits up here a lot. My son calls him Batman. You know how Batman perches on the top of the building? That's how he does right here. Puppy, let her be. Let her be, friend. Thank you. And that's not a her. That's a he. My bad. So what else is in here that you might be interested in? So I always use gloves when I'm cleaning their space up. When we first got them, we had to do like vinegar water. It was to help us train them where they shouldn't be urinating, but we don't use that anymore. They use their litter box like they should. We got some of these. It just has things in it. We no longer keep the alfalfa or Timothy hay in here. It was more of a hassle to put it in here than to just leave it in the bag. But we do have their pellets in this one right here. And then the bedding, he's in the way. Then we have the bedding, which we're just using, oh, there's none in there, but we're just using the little pellets. He's in the way, but we're just using the little pellets in there. I think it's cedar pellets. Hey, girl. They both interested to know what's going on. Then that bottom drawer is just really a rabbit care junk drawer. You know how we have our own junk drawers? That's a rabbit care junk drawer right there. The one at the bottom. Has some extra toys in it. Has the things to cut their nails, to comb them. My daughter does that. I don't do none of it. I don't do that part of it. That's my daughter's thing. So now I'm gonna get one of the litter boxes and clean that out. I'm just gonna show you how I do it. Honestly, like I said, it is a little bit tedious if you don't get it first. And I have tried other options. It just didn't seem to work. This one has been the best. And if I get it early enough, then I don't have to do what's about to be a very tedious thing, but I did not. Look at him. Ah! They are so funny too, y'all. Funny and cute. Let's get this litter box and I'm gonna show you what I do. Oh, that's what I was gonna show you, a bucket. I just have one bucket here with no holes in it. This bucket has holes so that if there is any like moisture, it'll kind of drain out a little bit more. They do start to break down before I can get them outside because I don't dry mine. I'm not telling anybody else not to dry it. I've seen people who do dry it. Mamacita Oreo coming down the hall. I don't dry mine. I've seen people dry it. The person I was buying it from dries it. Now, do I want to dry it? I do. I just need to find a option to dry it, but I don't right now. I just put it in this bucket and I use it pretty quickly. As they are giving it to me, I'm using it. Thank you. Oh, don't touch me, baby. Hey, sir. So, yeah, I want to dry it only because I could keep it longer if I was able to dry it, where it wouldn't start breaking down and I wouldn't feel like I need to use it like immediately, because it actually will start breaking down in the bucket. And that's because it's not dry. And some of the urine is leaking off, but not all of it. Anyway, right now I need it. In the winter and stuff, I really need to find a way to dry it. So anyway, let me do this. So without fail, if I come in here to clean, he coming right behind me. Somebody was saying that, you know, they'll bite you and stuff. Any animal will bite you. My dog will bite me and she's a sweet doggy, but if she feels the need, she's gonna bite. She's gonna bite me and anybody else. So yes, I have been nicked by them. It is not comfortable. So yes, they will nip you. And then I was reading online that, you know, like if they want attention, they'll do it. All kinds of stuff, but they will. I have been nicked and it is what it is. So remember I told you they'll poop wherever. So when I do my cleaning, I just get it up myself and it's okay. So I do also wear a mask sometimes. It just depends on what I'm smelling and how long it's taking me to get this cleaned out. I try to do it every day, every 2 days, just because I have a very strong nose and I can smell this. All right, we're gonna take this. Not a strong nose, I have a sensitive nose. Anyway, I did put my mask on because the closer I got, the more I could smell. We also have a, what is that thing? Air purifier over there. I'll show you that too, and I'll link it. Pretty sure we got that from Target, which is very helpful. I need to get a bag. I'll be right back. I just reused bags from the grocery store to clean this out. Normally, you wouldn't have all of this hay. This is my breakfast alone. So normally, we wouldn't have so much hay, especially if you get it the day of every day, but we do have a lot of hay. This is where I want to work on the waste, and I could take this outside. I could use it for mulch. I have not been. I'm not going to tell you that I have because I have not. It's still organic matter, but I have not been doing that. And so basically just by hand, but if we didn't have so much hay, it wouldn't be a big deal. But just by hand, I grab it and I'm okay to have a little bit of hay in it. If I was okay to have all of it in it, which we were doing that, I would just dump this whole thing into the bucket. But I don't want so much hay. I just want manure because I do mix it into my soil so that it can break down. And I will show you, I use puppy training pads to catch the urine so that the manure is still somewhat dry. So this is really all I'm doing. I should have done this in a day that I got day one so it wouldn't look so tedious. Just know that if you catch it on day one, you literally can pick up the puppy pad, dump the poop, and you can be done with it. It doesn't have to be this tedious step. And again, if you're okay with having all of the hay, you can still do that too, because the hay is not going to hurt your garden. It's just, I prefer to just get mostly the manure. And up under the puppy pads is the bedding. That also helps. He got the zoomies, y'all. Just running around. Yeah, you got the zoomies. You got the zoomies, huh? Oreo. And he's off. He's always trying to figure out how he can get in there with her. And she always trying to figure out how she can get away from him, baby. It's so funny. She is not interested. When we got them, okay, so where did we get them from? We got them from our local feed and seed store. They were all together. They weren't separated in cages. They were all together. So the local feed and seed store was basically like, if she happened to be pregnant, we could bring the babies back. But she wasn't pregnant. That was a plus. And they would have sold the babies, basically. I think we would have had to get the babies to 3 weeks or something. And then we would have been able to bring them back to the local feed and seed. At some point, she was pulling fur, and I thought that she was pregnant, but she wasn't. And now, he has never successfully fallen off. You never successfully fell off, did you? All right, so that's that. So now, I could just pick these puppy pads up, roll them up, and drop them in my bag. And I do use 2 puppy pads just because it can help save on this bedding. And now I'm just gonna grab the bedding that has basically broken down, drop it in the bag, and then put the rest of the bedding on the bottom. I think these are cedar pellets. Once they get wet, they just kind of break down. And I do have a little scoop somebody sent me. It is outside because I also use it for soil. It's outside right now. And so it doesn't take a long time. It takes a few minutes of your day. Now, I think we have enough. You don't have to put a whole bunch down at the bottom. It's gonna work without it being a bunch. Let me show you. These are the puppy pads that I use. Got them for Tractor Supply. They fit perfectly in here. The Dollar Tree has puppy pads too. The ones that I liked, though, in my area, they discontinued them. That was unfortunate. Or I ain't gonna say they discontinued them. I couldn't find them. So, let's take that off for a minute till we do the other one. So I couldn't find them, and that's okay. I don't know if I held that close enough. Those are the puppy pads that I use. And they are the large. Oh, let's talk about when he in heat, baby, which is often. He smells absolutely terrible. Like a hot chili dog. And like I said, my nose is very sensitive. Sometimes I come in here and I'll be like, oh my goodness. Yeah, he smells like a hot chili dog when he's in heat. With that being the case, just be aware of that too. The males smell really bad when they in heat. Pretty sure that's what and they chew on everything. Even when they out, we watch them. Ours do not free roam all day, every day. Like, they not 100% free roam. The thing is, they don't mind being where they are either. Hello. Because, like, when he is done, he gonna go back in his cage and he gonna sit down. Our rabbits don't seem to mind where they are. And they do, like I said, get to free roam often. Because I know some people see pictures or videos and they need to be able to run around. They do. They free roam a lot. All right, so now I'll just put this back. And we will do their food and water. So with the water, this just pops off the back, just like that. You unscrew it, put your water in there. When you put it back, as they drink, this releases more water. So we were using bowls and stuff for water. I just find this to be better. And it is still an open situation. I like it. We haven't had a problem with it. They seem to like it. So this is the alfalfa that we give them. And the alfalfa, we give them to them like every other day because they're older. When we were doing our research, they were saying like, oh, he's in the closet, y'all. Do y'all see him? He's so busy. Sir, you're gonna get stuck. Come out of this here closet. Come on. Hop down. Move it. So this is actually where I keep all of their stuff. So their pellets are down here, their hay is down here, their bedding, their blankets, their rugs, their pellets, all of that's down here. And I don't normally keep that open, but I was showing y'all this. So That's the alfalfa hay that we use. It's both from Oxbow. I found that Oxbow makes really good products. And when I say that, I know somebody's gonna be like, it's hay. But I've gotten bags that is just crumbled up pieces of crumbs. They were just crumbs. These you're gonna get full pieces of hay from both of them. This is the Timothy hay, also from Oxbow. I get this from Tractor Supply. I'm sure I could get it cheaper from like Amazon or something like that. So Puppy gets jealous. I'm 100% sure she gets jealous. And so like right now, she's chewing on one of his sticks. But if I were to just buy her that stick to have, she wouldn't chew on it. Like, girl. He is also down here just being a menace. Sir, get on away from here now. Get on away from here. So he also has pooped already. He came in here and pooped. So I just normally throw it back into the litter box. Okay, I'm gonna put some pellets in here. And the pellets that we use, I'm pretty sure is from Purina. I'll put a picture on the screen because the bag is big and I don't wanna hold it. Oh, there you go. Y'all see him? Still in hay. I'm coming, relax, you next. She like, you take it too long. Those are the pellets, and we don't feed straight pellets as food. We do pellets more as treats. And then I just dropped some alfalfa in here for him. So this is basically a treat bowl is what it is. Look at him, look at him. Oh my goodness, sir. Relax, look y'all. He trying to get to the pellets. Hop down. That's where the pellets go. And she is waiting. Like she can hear the bags and stuff. And she like, is it my turn? And I'm gonna be honest with you. They clear this and the pellets and the bowl. They clear in a day. And these, sometimes we have to fill them twice a day. Let me move the box so you can see. Yeah, sometimes we have to, especially for him. For one, because he pulls a lot of it out. So you have the waste. But they also eat a lot too. So then you just drop this in here and see you already losing some when I'm putting it in here. It's just the way that it's made, but it's the best I've found so far. If you wanna leave me a suggestion, feel free to do so. Because we do have a bit of waste using these. And just like that, he's taken care of for the day and he loves it. So I'm gonna take a minute, get her taken care of so that she can calm down because she is ready. And then I'm gonna come back and close this video out. Okay, so that's it. That is how I take care of my rabbits. I'm gonna show y'all that vacuum that it's okay. It was good when I first got it, but I wish I would have got another one. And I got it from Target. And I'm gonna show you the air purifier. And that's it. Honestly, that's all I do to take care of them. My daughter does a deep cleaning every other weekend. We started out doing every weekend because they were not urinating only in the litter boxes. But now that they do, she does this every other weekend. So she pulls up the carpet, she washes the carpet, she washes their blankets. He doesn't have a blanket. Oh, Oreo. I just realized he didn't have a blanket. They like to get under those blankets and hide. These are the beds I was telling y'all about. Baby, did not last against these rabbits, but we still leave them because they still go in here. But we got them from, like I said, PetSmart. They didn't last. They're cat beds, but we tried to use them for the rabbits. We still leave them because they like them. What I was saying was she washes the rugs, she washes the blankets. We have another set of rugs. So when these are being washed, there's another set that she can put back down to get their area back together. There's tarps under them. They need new tarps. They will tear the tarps up. You need some pretty thick tarps. I will say that. These were the cheapest ones I could find from Lowe's and they were not my best option. But yeah, she does this, pulls everything up, mops the floor up under it, all of that, and then she puts it back together. So I do a lot of the daily stuff. She does the deep down stuff, but she does some daily stuff too, because I told her, I said, babe, I only needed one rabbit, you wanted two. So she helps with that as well. But yeah, that's how I take care of them. That's how I get their manure. Very, very useful animals for a homestead. And it's much easier to get their manure than it is to get chicken manure. I have used both. I would definitely prefer to get rabbit manure than chicken manure. Let me show you these other two things and let me end this video because I think it's gonna be longer than I thought it was gonna be, and I'm gonna try to post it today. Okay, so we have this, it's a Winx. I really like it, seems to work fine. It has a bunch of dust on it right now. I need to clean it off. Yeah, this is the air purifier. Really simple to change the filter. You just take it off right here, pop the filter in, pop this back on the front. I really like it, and I got this from Target. Same thing with this. I don't know the name of it, but I'll find it and link it. It's okay. I wouldn't honestly recommend it though, especially if you have larger pieces of things. That's why you saw me sweep first and then vacuum, because it doesn't always get the larger pieces up, and I don't really love it. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. People have really started to ask about the rabbits now that I'm using the manure here, and on Instagram, people have started asking. And so I decided, let's go ahead, do this video now, because it's a perfect time if you want to get rabbits. And I don't see that they're hard to take care of at all. Also, having them inside, the only thing that it's the two things. If you do not clean it regularly, it's going to start smelling like urine, even if they're using the litter boxes, because the urine is just sitting on puppy pads. And also, when the males, if you get a male, if they come into heat, they smell really bad. And that's just gonna be my honest truth. And he sits in front of the air vent, so you can only imagine what it smells like sometimes in here when he isn't heating in front of that air vent. Anyway, y'all, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram, where I post about the things going on in my garden almost every day. Bye, y'all.